Guys, the UAW, they said that they would invest billions, well, I don't know, maybe not billions, but many, many millions of dollars into trying to convert people to their religion. It is a form of a religion, right? Where you try and convert people to your way of thinking. They've said that they're going to spend massive amounts of money on marketing and PR campaigns to get more more car companies in the United States to join the UAW, to join their union. It worked with Volkswagen, the Volkswagen Group. Now, the Volkswagen Group employees, they all believe their salary is going to go up significantly as a result of signing this new deal. They might, but I do question the long-term viability of Volkswagen in the United States now. It will cost them a fair bit more to operate in the US. Mercedes-Benz. The UAW said they were targeting Mercedes-Benz, they're targeting Tesla, and well, they succeeded with the Volkswagen Group, but now the Mercedes-Benz, their main manufacturing facility in the US, they have voted on whether or not the company should join the UAW. And the UAW are basically furious at the result of this vote. I'm pretty confident they are looking for someone to blame. Hello, my friends. Welcome to the channel. I'm Sam Evans. You're watching the Electric Viking. Mercedes-Benz. Workers in Alabama have rejected unionization in a huge blow to the UAW. The UAW has accused Mercedes of illegal union-busting tactics. The UAW has done this before. It did this at Volkswagen. As a result, Volkswagen's US CEO was removed from his position as CEO. The UAW, they do have quite a bit of power here. So the vote actually was quite close. In fact, 44% of the vote was yes to join the union. 56% was no. And as you can see, for the union to come out with these claims to say Mercedes-Benz has employed illegal union-busting tactics, they clearly are very, very angry. And I think furious is the right word. Sean Fain does get furious. I mean, he's known to be like that. Now, the UAW has lost the vote for representation at one of Mercedes' biggest plants in the world. The union has accused the automaker of illegal tactics, and it says the German government and the US government is investigating Mercedes-Benz in America. Now, I believe that's just a complete lie because, I mean, I don't think that the US government or the German government have enough time on their hands to investigate union busting tactics at one of the brand's factories in the US. I mean, maybe they will, but I don't really believe that's true. Mercedes says it will continue to work to provide a safe and supportive work environment. Now, keep in mind, Mercedes workers at their factory, they have received a pay rise over the past 6 months. So there may be the perception here that they're actually getting paid all right, or well, I'm not sure. The last several months have seen the UAW, though, notch win after win, but that streak has come to an end. The workers at the plant clearly voted, well, it wasn't a decisive vote, 56%, but they lost. The UAW is determined, though, to convert Mercedes-Benz plants to UAW, so they'll still continue to try and get more votes to be held. The vote was apparently controversial. According to the UAW, Mercedes employed anti-union consultants to intimidate workers. The automaker denies these allegations, but is under investigation according to the UAW. They're saying the governments of the world are out to get them, to discover their tactics. Anyway, one worker called Rick Garner claimed that Mercedes had employees watch an anti-union video every single day before voting. An anti-union video every day. Now, there's only one worker that says that that's the case, and he does have ties to the UAW, so who knows. Anyway, the UAW has 5 days to challenge the election. If it chooses not to, it will have to wait a full year before there can be another vote. So it will be interesting to see what happens here. According to WFTV, Governor Kay Ivey saw the vote as a win. So the governor of Alabama did not want the UAW to unionize Mercedes-Benz. Alabama is not Michigan, and we are not the sweet home to the UAW, she wrote in a post on X. We urge the UAW to respect the results of this secret ballot election. At the same time, some of the union supporters on the ground are very disappointed, Garner said. I'm disappointed in the people that flipped and believed the UAW President Sean Fain promised that despite the loss, they would continue working to gain members. There are more than 2,000 workers at Mercedes in Alabama who want to join our union. They aren't going away, he threatened. The sun will rise and the sun will set. And our fight for justice for the working class will continue. Now, the way he frames all this, I don't agree with this at all. The fight for justice for the working class. I mean, ultimately, to be honest, guys, there has been so many factories worldwide that have been unionized where the factory just shuts down. How's that justice for those staff, for those workers? There's two sides to this coin. There's the side of saying, hey, we're going to get more money for you. And there's the side of saying, well, that factory shut down. And it's happened so many times here. And that's why I don't really like the UAW. Aside from the fact that they've been convicted of so many times of corruption, their members, not their members, but their officials have gone to jail many, many times. I just think you have to minimize. You have to work in a lean environment. Lean is important to stay alive, to stay. Come on, guys. We know this. Analysts keep saying, right? They're saying that China, and some analysts, some of the best analysts in the world are saying by 2040, that 99% of all cars worldwide will be made in China. Now, I don't believe that's true. I think US production will continue. But that is the threat here. I mean, what will US automakers do in terms of competing with China? How do they do that? Yeah, okay, maybe in the US, cars made in the US will be made in, not primarily the US, because obviously Mexican productions become bigger and bigger and bigger. But maybe 50% of all cars sold in America will be American made. But buying an American-made car outside of America just won't happen. The cost is just going to be too high. Mercedes offered a concise statement, concluding with the following sentiments. At Mercedes-Benz, our primary focus is always to provide a safe and supportive work environment for our team members so they can build superior vehicles for the world. We look forward to continuing to work directly with our team members to ensure MBUSI is not only their employer of choice, but a place they would recommend to friends and family. Here's the thing, guys. Mercedes-Benz CEO worldwide, he's saying, you know what, don't stop China from selling their cars in Europe. Don't put any import taxes on them. Don't put any taxes on them because Mercedes-Benz's most important market is not America. It's far more important for them than America. Where's Mercedes-Benz investing most of their money, right? Technology, R&D goes into a lot of that. And guess what? Billions are going into China to save their butts in China because it's more important than anywhere else. Where is all the production moving to from Europe? A lot of it is moving to China. We've heard over the last 12 months, right? Volkswagen is going to invest this many billions. Stellantis just basically bought into Leap Motor. The Volkswagen Group, Audi, they are buying into these various Chinese car companies or buying them full stop. They're investing so much money. These German car companies, the German finance minister is saying, you know what, production will move. Massive amounts of production is moving out of Germany to China, and we can't do anything to stop it. And that's why they're so concerned about Tesla, the experience of Tesla in Germany being bad for automakers, and they're just saying, you know what, future investments into Germany, forget those because it's easier just to make stuff in China. You know what happens in China? Do they have thousands of protesters trying to force their factories to shut down? No, they don't. The states are like, yeah, come here. We'll give you $1 billion to do this. You can do that there. No rules here. You can just do whatever you want. Now, it's not quite that simple, but compared to the West, yeah, pretty much is that simple. Now compare a unionized factory in the US where Ford are saying they now pay workers an average of $300,000 a year. I don't know if that's true, but that's what he says. To producing vehicles in China, where you're paying someone an average of around $20,000 US, and they work their butts off. They don't worry about unions. Now, don't get me wrong. I get why you want to be part of a union, but when your competition doesn't, and they work for what, 1/10 or at least 1/8 of what you work for, what are you going to do? How long is your job really going to last for? All the emotion in the world doesn't change facts. Unions are brand company killers. Unfortunately, that is the truth. That is the history of Western civilization. The movement of production and capital away from the West to where? To China, to Asia. Thanks for watching.